Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jack in the Box High School Football Report. I'm Chris Francis. Week 3 is upon us, and we're starting to see some conference matchups and some games that will have an impact 2 months down the road come playoff time. One of those, our feature matchup, Kennedy Catholic, not a team that's usually playing on Friday night. They go under the bright lights at Blanchet tonight, and they don't mind. The defense came up big in the first quarter. Zane Thornton stealing an Alex Johnson pass, and the rest of the defense knows it's a touchdown. 82 yards later, 7-0. Lancers kept the pedal down. A few minutes later, Sam Heward to Justin Baker. That's a great catch in the back of the end zone. Heward didn't miss on that entire drive, and it was 14-0. Blanchet really had no answer. In the second quarter, Heward found Zaire Lozolo on 4th and goal, and it was an 8-yard score. They really never looked back after this one. Another Heward touchdown just before the half. Savell Smalls on the receiving end. Yep, he's in the end zone, and they're celebrating one more time. High fives all around. It was 28-0 at the break, and they picked up right where they left off out of the locker room. Heward to Reed Shumpert. After a safety, they got the ball back, and Heward went to work once again. It took one play. A bomb to Shumpert, 61 yards. Lancers do all the right things tonight. The final, 50-0.
You know, I just think it starts on the defensive side of the ball. Our defense, they came out tonight and they just played great. Pitching a shutout, just 4 quarters. They were locked in and they played, they played great. They played as hard as they could.
Obviously, last year, the defense wasn't the best, and we had to come out and make a statement these first 3 games. And with me being out the first 2 games, my defense held it down, and they did it without me coming back. We really just want to show that we're one of the best defenses in the state now. We revamped it. We're ready for anybody, and that's what we showed tonight.
Yes, so far this season, Kennedy is as advertised. And, the defense is overlooked, but that's because the offense has scored a combined 123 points in just 3 games. Sam Heward, the son, of course, of former Husky great and NFL quarterback Damien Heward. And what we showed you is 5 touchdown passes tonight. In 3 games, he now has 14 to just 2 interceptions. That's why he's going to UW, and he's one of the top college prospects in the state. Next Saturday, they host Tahoma, looking to continue tonight's momentum.
With the offense we have, with the air raid offense and Coach Cross down the plays and the receivers I have, there's definitely been a lot of big games and more to come.
We just pride ourselves on trying to be the best receiving corps in the country. We obviously have the best quarterback in the country. We know what we're capable of. Coach Cross gives the scheme, gives the right plays. All we have to do is execute.
Our guys are flying around. Our guys are playing with confidence. It's so great to see our guys play great defense. Sam was in a zone. That was probably the most complete game that we've played.
Oh, it certainly looked like it. All right, it's time once again for all of you at home to speak up. Which game would you like to see next week? The voting is brought to you by All City Fence. All you got to do is head over to KIRO7.com/vote now or download the KIRO 7 mobile app. You'll see 3 options: Glacier Peak against Kamiak, Eastside Catholic against Rainier Beach, or Stellicum at Fife. And we will highlight the game with the most votes next Friday right here on KIRO 7 at 11. But the clock is ticking. Voting's only open until the end of the show, so choose your matchup, and we'll have the live results in just a couple of minutes. Our Jack in the Box Player of the Week showcased his defensive skills last Friday. South Kitsap defensive back DeAndre Davis. He was a ball hawk all over the field last Friday. 15 tackles, an interception, and a pass breakup as the Wolves beat Rogers 31-14. That snapped a 21-game losing streak for South Kitsap. Davis and the rest of the seniors earning their very first varsity win.
Everyone was all gassed up, and they were all hyped the whole time. It really just kept my energy up the whole time and made me want to play hard for the team.
He can run, he can jump, he's tough, he can catch. DeAndre can do a lot of different things, but more importantly, he's a great kid and a great leader within the school and a great example of what a student athlete should be.
Congrats to Davis and the entire South Kitsap program. It is well deserved. Coming up next on the Jack in the Box High School Football Report, a showdown in Sumner, another in Bellevue, and then one of the best teams in 4A is put to the test. We're back after Claire's forecast. A great night for football out there. Welcome back once again. The Jack in the Box High School Football Report. Live voting results for our fan favorite game coming up. You still have a few more minutes to vote. KIRO7.com/vote now. And last week, the matchup that won the fan favorite vote, Puyallup and Sumner. And why not? Standing room only at Sunset Chev Stadium tonight. And this one was a defensive battle early on. Puyallup's offense, though, found something eventually. Luke Holcomb to Angel Sanchez back in the end zone, and it was 7-0. After that, both teams traded turnovers. Sumner capitalized on their takeaway. Yeager Ward picked it off on the out route and all the way to the 5-yard line he goes. 3rd and goal for Sumner. Griffith Clark rolled over the pile on the keeper, and he's in for the touchdown, but the Spartans were shut out in the second half. I told you it was going to be defense. Vikes with 22 unanswered. They win at 29-12. All right, now Thursday night, in the shadow of the fair, our camera was at Emerald Ridge and Graham Kapowson. The fair lit up the sky. GK lit up the scoreboard. Michael Kelly, 63 yards to give the Eagles a 21-0 lead. Again, this is Thursday night. We're still having some Thursday night games here as we get the schedule going. The Jaguars answered. Nice throw from Tyler Martin and a better catch by Denzel Boston. How about jumping over a defender and taking it away? That might be the play of the weekend. That was just before the half. Then GK got the kickoff into Ridge territory, set up a little screen. Nate Thomas to Va Hansen. Hansen had 2 touchdowns for the Eagles. They're 3-0 with a 49-7 win. They visit Puyallup next weekend. A nice non-conference matchup in Seattle tonight. O'Day hosting Bothell at the Memorial Classic. O'Day's big fella coming up with a fumble recovery early on. It's Kiko Viamoga, and watch him come out of the pile. The big guy, number 76, all fired up. Well, he did come out of the pile, believe me. A big run up the middle. Christian Lee Galvin busting one up. 7-0 Bothell. Hey, this one back and forth. 2 very evenly matched teams. Cam Daniels on the carry here for O'Day. He busted it outside. He was pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line after breaking a bunch of tackles. And this one turned into an O'Day touchdown down the stretch here. Case and Mika from a yard out. And then check out Andrew Sermon from Bothell. A great pass up for his big receiver, Jordan Turner. The Irish, however, came back and won this one. That's a great catch. 29-23, O'Day, the final. Another Metro King County non-conference game. Garfield looking to upset Bellevue. Tough chore on the road. The highlight from Kamayan Bell going 1 yard under the pile. Hey, it's not all pretty with the highlights, but he got it done. And then a touchdown from the Bulldogs, Javon Tade to Quentin Jordan, wide open there on the post route. Garfield had plenty of chances, but Bellevue's ground game just chewing up yards, as they are known to do. Parker Hauser, 7 more on the board as they won a close one, 28-27. And let's go back to 4A now. Monroe at Lake Stevens with the winner taking the driver's seat in the Wesco Conference. Bearcats with some momentum coming into the game, but the Vikings took that away quickly. They can play long ball. They can play dink and duck, whatever you want. Tanner Jellison can get it done. He hits Joseph Gonzalez there. The ground game working for Lake Stevens as well. Dallas Landeros, we called his name a bunch of times here in the first 3 weeks. Easy run there. Everything working for Lake Stevens as they hang 73 points on Monroe. That is an impressive performance. Cascade trying to bounce back from last week's loss to Blanchet. And they had Mount Vernon in the early game at Everett Memorial. The Bruins love to run, and they do it well. The trap play for Jorge Torres Arias, and he is gone. 80 yards. You don't see a defender in sight, right? Cascade jumped out to a 19-0 lead. Mount Vernon did not lay down. We had a shootout in this one. They came all the way back. Skylar Jensen dropped 4 touchdown passes on the Bruins. Mount Vernon, after being down 19-0, won it 48-47 in double overtime. And in NPSL 4A, Beamer let the city rivalry game slip away last year against Federal Way. Yeah, they did not let that happen tonight. Bryson Dilworth finishing the opening drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. This was in the third quarter. Next possession, more from Beamer. Xavier Watson popped through the line, and he gets loose 62 yards before he is brought down. They scored on the next play. Titans get their payback, 34-31 over Federal Way. All right, we said voting for next week's fan favorite matchup would last till the end of the show. We're at the end of the show. The fan favorite matchup is Eastside Catholic at Rainier Beach. I was surprised by that, but a lot of people, Crusader fans, must be voting, and Rainier Beach Viking fans. We'll feature those 2 teams next Friday night, thanks to our sponsor, All City Fence, and to you for taking the time to vote. And that is going to do it for the Jack in the Box High School Football Report. For more scores and highlights, go to KIRO7.com. We'll be right back.